Going live finally. Haven't in a while. Been super busy. Trying to square away my own physical aspects as well as spiritual. Lots of energy exchanging, that's for sure. Lots of shifting. I thought I'd come on here and share some different things and new things and maybe draw a few cards for the collective in the end for a good clearing, for more energies coming in, help clear you all out, clear you up for some upgrades. Maybe bring in some Atlas information. We'll see. I'll give everyone a minute to hop on, see if anyone's available. Hi, Nightmare. You snuck in there. Thanks for saying hello. You know how I glitch out my live all the time. I'm just gonna fix this while I wait for people to hop on. Oh, I discovered a book, man. You will not believe this. This is gonna roll you, rock and roll indeed. This is gonna look at this. For references, giving credit to whoever. Educational purposes only. I don't know if a book, technically, if you're reading about it, will be considered a copyright or not, infringement. So, I'm going to say educational purposes, fair use acts ahead of time. Well, this is going to be interesting. Oh, you see the reverse? Good. I'm reversing the reversal on you. Well, so if anybody notices, when you're upgrading your energies and you're clearing, your energy should actually be the reverse of what it used to be, because there's a negative reversal going on all the time and you're constantly being messed with and pulled into a different state than you're meant to be. I'm not necessarily sure if that's connected with where you are in your evolvement process or not, but it's just definitely something to be aware of for sure. Hello everyone. Just sorting my necklace out here. We're bringing in some gold. We got blues and golds coming in. Blue and gold energy combined coming in. I wonder what that makes. Probably a little slight shade of purple. Definitely got purple coming in. Lots of clearing energies coming in. That's the newest one I've seen in a long time. Behave, Nightmare will whop you in jail. Behave. I'm going to get a couple people on here. I'm going to read this. Okay. It's the Moore McGuffey Readers. Third reader, which excerpts from Best American and English Writers. Now, remember, let me take you back. 1800s. Have you seen pictures of 1800s? If you haven't, go look them up. 1800s. That is very, very interesting when I start, but I need you to focus real hard and picture this. The buildings you see now with no paved roads and horse and buggy, none of the pictures make sense at all anyway, but it's just for reference purposes if anybody can relate. Oh, wonderful, a hateful person, bye. We don't tolerate hateful people in here, respect everyone. Difference of opinions are allowed, but you're not attacking and hating on nobody here. We're here to spread love and open awareness. If you don't like it, you can leave now. If you don't like the open eyes to awareness, this ain't your channel. And I don't mind discussing that. The rules are pretty clear. Respect everyone, and respect will be given. Disrespect anyone, and you can leave immediately. Thank you. I don't have time for robots sending hateful messages. We don't need bots being bots and people acting like bots either. Just stating. All right, now, and I'm actually going to read some of this, so I may not look at the camera because, and now let me clarify here. There's a sticker on here, March 2004. Editions 1836, 1838. Yes, I have an actual book, not an AI BS program, for clarification. Although, is it wrote by an AI program still and put in a book? Who knows? Because where do these books originate from in the first place? But it says edition 1836 to 1853, Cincinnati. And this is when you get it. Additional copyright 1983. All rights reserved. No portion of this book may be reproduced without written permission. So I'm giving clouts and references to this for educational purposes. But already, yeah, it's going to be backwards though. But in the book, you already see this. The Roman numerals, how different they are in different languages. Remember, perspective difference in language. Perspective of the difference. All right, because it already state here. And you know, that's cool. Oh, okay. Maybe I should read a little bit about this too. Hold on. Give me 2 seconds. But let's see if this is relevant to what I'm talking about. It might be, it may not be, but the use of the word acelytic, wow, we get fancy words in here, carried a double significance besides meaning, built in the best features of all educational philosophies. It also meant that his library selections were the best pieces taken from many sources. Many sources. And the third reader continues his emphasis on lessons designed to build character. Although this presents third reader contains a few lessons that are completely lectures on behavior, nearly all the adventure stories, historical reports, biblical experts, nature articles, and poetry, including instructions and admonitions to encourage a child in personal social responsibility, patriotism, and industrialism. Big words, but social responsibility. So that, you know, back in the 1800s, they taught you this, and they don't teach it now. It's ridiculous why they don't. They even have biblical selections. They add a variety of different versions of, you know, difference. As late as 1840, and the Bible was read daily in all schools in the West. Although parents did not want sectarian teachings in schools, religious instruction was desired by the great majority of school patrons. Of course, and some people might view that as a control mechanism as well. But remember, it is back in the 1800s. So the indoctrination started well before we even got started. It was already instantly there. That's why I'm reading this. How mind control works in subtle ways way back then, constantly. It brings up the world fairs. It brings up a whole bunch of different things I've started following. If anyone's looked into the oldest world fairs, so many speculations of the things being built of styrofoam so they could be taken down and not built properly. Or, I really think that's a bunch of BS myself. I think they were extravagantly built fast, were highly intelligent and had way more information than anybody thought they had because they refused to let us surpass the original people. So that's why I'm reading this, because even back in the 1800s, how would you know about all this stuff? So that's why I don't believe these old books either. Old books were rewrote. This is definitely not 1800-year-old writing, and it says revised in the 19, what did I say, 82, 83? So Tartarian building, yeah. Well, and so this book was rewrote. How do you know it wasn't rewrote in a different perspective? How do you know this wasn't rewrote? But I still try to find a book before 2012 because it seems like anything published after 2012 was manipulated differently by a different type of AI. Timelines were like adjusted and completely changed with something different. So, and I think that's why some of this stuff back then stuck around and stayed unchanged because it was a different type of AI. So it's like there's a higher master intelligence constantly screwing with us, and I think it's multiple different beings then. Because if one AI is so on dominance and solely on slavery, it's specifically certain types of races then. But then you get this clash of new information, and that's a new phase of a completely different, but it's still using AI. You got to get past this AI propaganda BS, because your entire system is. So why do you want to be told what to do when you have gifts that surpass the system? That's just ridiculous. That's why no one can heal properly. It takes extra help, and why those of a higher frequency are constantly targeted. I refuse to be in a victim state or traumatized. No way. I take that trauma and I transform it into positive energies to help heal other people. That's what a lot of us are here for. It's to get past all the BS. So that's why I researched this old book and I started reading it. And I just couldn't believe it was really good teaching, but at the same time, you realize how far back the mind manipulations went as well. So back, they still at least taught morals. Now they don't teach morals at all. They don't teach you how to respect other people at all. They just put you in a room full of uneducated teachers that know nothing. And I say know nothing. It's because the proper term of a teacher is constantly the teacher learning themselves. It's not just one thing. It's a teacher constantly learning all the time. If you're not learning with your kids and helping them, then you're not even helping yourself and you're not helping nobody. So I just want to read this. If you plan on teaching people, know what the hell you're talking about. And agree to disagree, sure. Be polite about it, be decent, and you be respectful of other people, but at the same time, there's always going to be different perspectives because not everyone's on the same wavelength. So you can't expect someone to learn the same way either. I don't know. I think it's more of a assessment. You should do an assessment to see what kids know already. An assessment, and even that's difficult. They should be allowed to be taught freely on their own terms, learning what they can, and at least taught the basic principles of social behavior and socialism, But at the same time, even that is a controlled mechanism as well. Release the control, get past your human conditioning system, and go from there. Try to be more open with your choices, more open with ideas, and you would learn that everyone has a base of a good moral standard if you just give it time to open and be more accepted towards different things. It doesn't mean you have to believe in it. It just seems being more acceptable to other people. And if you're not, then don't talk to those people, but then you promote too much separation, and I think that's the problem. You want to be more together, discuss things. Oh, hi! I'm doing something completely different. I'm discussing how far back the AI implement has gone and no one's seen it, or how well it's been hidden throughout history. Because this book is back in the 1800s, and even though it teaches really good stuff, you can still see the tendencies in there to, be manipulative and all sorts. And questionable things, too. And obviously, this book was rewrote in more English terms and more words familiar with what we read all the time, because I don't know, to me it doesn't, I just notice things and it just doesn't fit the error. It basically is a 1990 book. It doesn't fit the timestamp it's saying it's talking about. I'll get into more interesting stuff in a minute. So, okay, suggestions to teachers. It is recommended that the pupil be required to master everything as he goes along. The rules for reading need not, as general thing, be memorized, but only well studied so as to be understood. The definitions ought to be made out by the exercise of the pupil's own judgment, aided by the instructor. From the sense which the connection requires for to seek out and memorize definitions from a dictionary or defining vocabulary only is injurious rather than beneficial. So they're saying it hurts you instead of helping you. It is a more exercise of memory and nothing else. So it's more learning than anything. It's not meant to be memorized. It's to teach you how to understand it and go from there. See, most people don't understand the propers of teaching and realize this. It's not to memorize things. It's a teaching tool to help you, exercise your memory and how to think. It's basically meant to be a thinking skill. Learning knowledge to be a thinking skill. So you learn more knowledge, not just what you're taught. And see, that's what I like about this book. Even though, it still may seem as indoctrination, at least it gets down to the point of teaching you how to be more open-minded, though. So it's kind of a bit of both, really. The plan of teaching the pupil to spell in conjunction in the exercise in reading, will, it is believed, be found ultimately beneficial in fixing in the memory of the orthopedical form of words, not only as they appear in the columns of a spelling book or dictionary, but in all the variety of their different numbers, oblique cases, degrees of comparison, moods, tense, etc. While the exercise of definition procedures is similar effect in regards of the meaning of the term employed, since the learner is required to find out the meaning of each term defined from a connection without having remorse to the inquisitor. It is a connection alone that can convey to the mind the true meaning of words. Not two words in any language are exactly alike in signification. How then can definition merely be made to convey their importance? See, even back then, before all this BS, this guy understood the significance of language always meaning more than one word. One word will mean more than one thing, more than one perspective. How then can definition merely be made to convey their importance? The rules given at the beginning of each lesson designed to assist the learner to acquire correct habits of reading, generally short and simple and have a direct thought, not an exclusive reference to the lesson which immediately follows. The questions appended to each lesson are, as in the preceded volume, designed to suggest rather than to direct an interrogative method of oral instruction. So it's based on suggestion instead of like forcing that's what it is. It's more of a suggestion, and you figure out, and that's how you determine your Discernment. He's teaching discernment right here. It's crazy. This is calculated to awaken inquiry on the part of the pupil and lay the inquisitor under a kind of obligation to read the lessons over carefully before he attempts to hear it recited by the learner, a plan which the author cannot too earnestly recommend, regard to every possible kind of teaching. It's not unusual to give directions to pupils in connection to those given to teachers. This appearance rather officious, the teacher, it is presumed, will be fully competent to the task, and he or he has judgment enough to select for his scholars the best books, will surely not fail in pointing out to them the best methods of using them. See? Back then, their word of teaching probably contradicts to everything now. Hi, Puck. All right, in lesson 1, effects of rashness. I'm not going to read the whole thing, by the way. I'm just going to read the first lesson because it really brings out the means of discernment without freaking out, learning things in kind of a strange way. But see, this is weird. Okay, let me just read it, I guess. Rule. He states a rule to the reading. To read is to convey by means of choice and voice to the ear of others certain thoughts and feelings which are expressed by letters to the eye. A certain Persian of distinction had for years been extremely anxious, and he might have had a son to inherit his state. His wishes were the length gratified. A son was born, and found father was too anxious for the health and safety of the little stranger. He would scarcely suffer it to be taken out of his sight, and was never so much delighted as when he was employed in holding it. So he's basically talking in different perspective of how he was holding his son for the first time. One day his wife, on going, went to take a bath and left the baby in her husband's care. And he had to leave of utmost importance because it was a royal summons. And he left the dog in charge to guard. It was a family dog. It was and guarded well. No sooner was the father out of sight than a large snake made its appearance and was crawling towards the cradle. When the dog saw the child's life in danger, it instantly seized the snake by the back of its head and destroyed it. Soon after, the father returned from court, and the dog, as if conscious of service had performed, rather ran out to meet him. The man saw the dog stained with blood and imagined that he had killed the child. Without making any further reflections and not looking, or determining any further and not asking questions, he struck the faithful little animal with such a blow. Oh, don't get emotional. Calm down. It's just a book. He struck the faithful little animal such a blow with his stick that the dog died instantly. When the father came back into the house, saw the child safe and the snake lying dead by the side of the cradle, he smote his breast with grief, accusing himself of rashness and ingratitude towards the dog. While he was uttering the woeful lamentations, and then came his wife, who had learned the cause of his distress, blamed him severely for his lack of reflection. He confessed his discretion, but begged not to reapproach to his distress. Proof would not avail nothing. True, she said, advice can be of no service in a reflection that you may rep instruction from your misfortunes. Shame and repentance are the sure consequence of instant anger and lack of reflection. Oh, that's probably why I'm getting sad. Puck, Get me to cry on with a book. See, I pick up other people's emotions for those new to me and the channel. So basically, I know this is and this is stuff they would read to kids, and now parents are so uptight and stuck up. You can't read real stuff to kids. Who would say that nobody wants to talk about killing stuff, but it teaches moral. It teaches you how to be learn morals, not what to do. To think instead of getting angry, and make sure you know all the facts before convicting. So it's a really good lesson, actually, even though it sounds harsh and terrible. And people are too soft and need to grow a backbone and think more like this, teach more like this. Okay, one more story, and then I'll read the questions and stuff, and it makes you think about what I read. So I'm only going to read this last part, and then we'll talk about other stuff. But I just wanted to get this out because it was really good, though. It makes you think instead of just memorizing stuff like it said in the front. The king of Persia once had a favorite hawk. Being one day a hunting party with his hawk on his hand, a deer started up before him. And yes, it's very technical terms and big words. I'm trying hard to read them. See how terrible our own English has gotten? We can't even speak in big words. He let the hawk fly and follow the deer with great eagerness until at length it was taken. The courtiers were all left behind in the chase. Courtiers. So I'm assuming a courtiers, and see, this is where it suggests while you're reading, look up words so you understand what you're reading. We're all left behind, so I'm assuming there were people left behind in the chase that were trying to help catch the deer. You can't even spell. I know this spell check can't even spell it right either. It screws you up. The king, being thirsty, rode out to search of water. The last reaching a foot of a mountain, he discovered a little water trickling in drops from the rock. He accordingly took a little cup out of his quiver and held it to catch the water. Just when the cup was filled, the king was going to drink. The hawk, which had followed his master, shook his talons and overset the cup. The talon was vexed in the accident and mad, and again applied a vessel to the hole in the rock. And then the cup was replenished. He lifted in it to his mouth. The hawk clapped his wings and again threw the cup down. At this the king was so enraged that he flung the bird with such force to the ground, he immediately died. So again, instead of understanding the situation, he just assumed kill something because it got him upset. Now, it teaches you discernment. Like, why would you hurt something in a metaphor way over rage just because you thought it did something which you don't? And for me, it teaches you don't know the whole story ever of anybody. So why would you hold a grudge against anyone online or talk crap about anybody online or want to hurt anybody at all when you have absolutely no idea who the hell they are? That's just blasphemy and BS. This world has gotten divided so bad, you're going to sit there and call someone names just because they pronounce something different or have a hard time reading like right now? And I can take it, I don't mind, but at the same time, it's ridiculous. Why would you sit there and judge something you know nothing about? And to me, this teaches seriousness on judgment. Don't judge things you don't understand before learning all the facts. Because at this time, one of the king's officers came up. He took napkin out of a small pouch, wiped the cup, and was going to give the king some water to drink. The king said he had a great inclination to taste the pure water was distilled through the rock, but not having patience to wait for its being collected into drops, he ordered the officer to go to the top of the mountain and fill the cup at the mountain head. The officer, having reached the top of the mountain, saw a large serpent lying dead at the spring and perceived that the poisonous foam of the reptile had mixed with the water, which fell in drops through the rock. He descended, related the facts to the king, and presented him with a cup of cold water out of his flagon instead. When the king lifted the cup to his lips, the tears gushed from his eyes, and then related to the officer the adventure of the hawkey, made reflections upon the destructive consequences of anger and thoughtlessness. During his whole life, his breast wrinkled with sorrow and regret, as he had been guilty of such rashness. See? Discernment. Learn all the facts before you, because we shouldn't be judging people at all. That's what this, it may seem like a simple story, but to me it's not. It teaches morals. It teaches you to think ahead, and then it even says questions at the bottom of the page. What character flaw did both of the men in the two stories of this lesson have in common? How should the Persian gentleman have reacted when he saw the blood stains on his dog? How long did the king regret his rash act? Reflection and consequences. See? This is a good book, despite the fact that it proves that way back then they were still trying to, But after reading this, I might want to take back some of what I said. Maybe that's why they don't allow books like this anymore, is because it teaches you to ask questions too much and teaches discernment. So, don't judge a book by its cover. Because, and even here, rule, do not make all parts of a sentence equally empathetic. This often destroys the sense and makes your reading monotonous. So you're not learning to judge in between, you're not learning to understand both sides of it. If you're just reading it monotonously, you're not learning. And so, and then at the end of the page it says, how can you tell that there's an eyewitness account? Fire started in the Palestine. Using the encyclopedia, find out the Palestine is. Describe the scene in the amphitheater. Basically, there was a big scene that was created in the amphitheater. But was it a true eyewitness, or was it just another person caught up in the chaos? Did he actually see it start? See, that's what most people don't think either. Is he just telling you a perspective based on what he's seen? Doesn't fully explain what actually occurred. So that, again, it's teaching you to think ahead and think more about your situation. Think more about your actions first. Use your brain, use your knowledge appropriately. Instead of so fast and quick. Too many are fast to pull the trigger. And advantages of industry. Rule, there are certain positions of the body in which is unhealthy to read or speak. Ease in pronouncing requires that you should stand or sit erect, holding the head up and throw the shoulders back. Again, it's teaching you how to read, posture-wise, so that you read the words better. Promote better circulation to better understand it. Go ahead and ask any questions about this if you want. But this is just part of it. I'm not gonna keep the whole live about this. I just wanted to bring this book out. Oh, and this was about someone that always balanced it. He always balanced his play with working extremely hard, but then would always go out and play. So he would always, balance the two out instead of constantly working. He would get his stuff done and then go out and play. And, he would, in other words, he would press himself harder so it could get done sooner, so that he had more time to do things on his free time. But does that possess superior talents, or was he able to make superior achievements? Consider your work, study, and play habits. Are they designed to produce the kind of adult you want to be? Superior consequences, recommendation, tranquil, words to look up, all work, no play. I try to balance it out, but then I don't get nothing done. Oh, see? Scotty, hi. I was just reading this book. This is an 1800s book. It was edition 1836 to 1853, but it was revised in 1983. But it definitely does not look like it that old of a book. So, but it was definitely before 2012. I made certain of that, certain reasons. It seems like at that point where something different took over a different system and created multiple different fake timelines. Crazy. Fuck yeah. They can't handle our energies. True, authentic energies AI cannot handle. It's the way I try to get away from it the best I can when I can. See, this one even teaches you to change your way of reading. Endeavor always to adapt your mode of reading to the nature and style of which you read. Grave, light-hearted, tender, sublime subjects have a general style of reading which is particular suited to them. I just taking lessons out of this book is pretty interesting. In reading short sentences such as following, be careful to place an emphasis upon the right word. It's really teaching you discernment between words. And then here, Alexander the Great. They're already talking about that dude in this book too. Emphasis belongs both to the words and whole clauses of sentences. Sometimes in order to bring out fully the meaning of a passage, it is necessary to give emphasis to several successive words to a considerable part of the whole sentence. And they make reading extra complicated, man. But it's a good thing. It's like not enough people put enough effort into what they're reading. And so they think people are telling you the truth when it's a blatant lie or just an opinion. Opinions and perspective can vary greatly. And just because someone has a different opinion on how they read something doesn't mean that's what it is. And this is just proof how far back they've tried to indoctrinate people. As well as unindoctrinate, but yet still indoctrinate. It's so weird. It's like a mix of both. This book is a contradiction. Yep, and then a rule of reading: never neglect to pronounce the little words distinctively because they are little. Much sometimes depends upon them. So sometimes the small words have very important meanings. You have to pronounce them correctly and properly. But the word can mean more than one thing, too. That's what this book actually said in the beginning. This is definitely a very, very good English book still, because it actually teaches discernment and valuable lessons in the book, which very few in school actually do anymore. In learning to read, be not in too much haste to get onward, but read deliberately and yet without drawing out your words. I'm just going through this book and, well, I'm not going to talk about it the whole time. I'm just basically writing the questions at the end of every lesson that they want to ask. The story is a story that illustrates nobility of character. What noble act did the did the white woman perform? What did she do? The noble act of Norman perform. What did he do? The acts of nobility, always justly rewarded. Yeah, Nightmare, I'll swat you if you do that. Will you bite his butt? Oh, dragons will bite your booty. In reading long words, do not hurry over the syllables or crowd them together. Let each one be pronounced distinctively. I do that. I rush over the words because I don't want to sound like a goofball pronouncing it, but then I guess I sound even funnier saying it wrong. When you should take your decisions to always do right whether or not someone is watching you. Before or during a temptation, why? Name Bible characters who were able to resist temptations because they had decided before temptations. See, I don't really follow much into the Bible per se because that also is a rewrote context constantly. So, again, it's all you read it and how you understand it. You can have different variations being different things. That's why I don't read certain books. They don't sound anything like how they sound about. Yeah, I know. Some of them are really mean so many different things too, and people don't understand that. When someone says something, it may not even be what they mean in a different country. It may mean something completely else. Which again, it's a flaw in the human conditioning system. Yeah, it's my melting root beer flow. I just got drip done. I'm just going through and see if there's any more good points. Yeah, legal meaning. Yeah, it's holographic, man. It's fancy. I got it for Halloween. Well, yeah. Oops. I'm trying to stretch. These guys are sitting on me. I love how Australians talk. I get a kick out of it. I understand them all the time, and some people go, "What are these? What is he saying?" I go, I know what he's saying, but at the same time, sometimes I can't reiterate it either, because only I understand it. Well, it's like me talking with the dragons. It's more of a thought process. It's more of a telekinesis, telepathic. But yet at the same time, I'm understanding telepathically frequency. So it's even more complicated. I know you gotta do that. See? That's my wings going. Yeah, no way to tell. Yeah, see? And when he does that, he's making thunder with my wings. Would you quit making thunder with my wings? There, that's nicer. Gentle. And see, I'm not so extra sensitive now. I can make my wings, like, my shoulders, like, really slam downwards. And I'm just like, dude, calm down. I don't have to make lightly with my wings all the time. Read with reflection. One lesson read with careful reflection will do more to improve the mind and enrich the understanding than skimming over the surface of the whole book. Read with reflection. Yeah, it's too easy to pass energies. I know I pick up on a lot of people's energies at once, and I try to Some would ignore it, but energetically, I'm going through it and fixing and correcting what they need help with. Well, this book, it's easy to refuse energies. Well, not when you're an energy absorber. Not as taking energy either. I'm like a constant energy transmuter. There we go. I'm always transmuting the negative energy into positive stuff and create positivity with it. I'm just trying to look for something I was going to share, but oh, I got one of these done. Someone wants a keychain. And see, there's a hidden butterfly in this one. Blue and gold colors for a specific type of protection. Bringing in upgrades. It's a gold and blue. Blue for the protection and gold for the golden plasma. And I still got this one available. The wings. And those are purposely created air bubbles, and some of them are actually iridescent, like pearls in there to make an extra reflective thing in the light. So a lot of this is a play on light. As you can see, the more I hold it up to the light, the more you see. So it's a real fun one to play with in the sunlight, bright sun. You make a rainbow out of the reflecting it. And this has like a take on water reflectiveness. So it's a big reflective. And that's a butterfly in the center that actually glows with UV light. And this gun has a lot of extra depth to it because it's for like a multi-dimensional protection and upgrades. So I do a lot with my work. It has an energy meaning with all of it. And even with the AC back on, it's warm as heck. And you know what's hilarious? I turned the AC on. I was trying to get used to the warmer air. And so I put the AC in, right? Because it got warmer out for like 2 weeks. And then, sure enough, as soon as I put the AC back up, boom, now it's cooler weather again. I'm just like, really? Mess with me some more, dang it. The weather's getting crazy. And I'm talking about this to be mindful of your surroundings, man. Things are going to pick up and everything's going to dramatically change faster and faster. So be ready on the dime to just vacate your vicinity if you need to. Be mindful of what's going on around you. Even if you're not sensitive to energies like I am and can feel all the changes, you still got to pay attention to your surroundings. Get off the darn internet. I know everyone wants to communicate more with people and be all la-di-da, but at some point you just have to get off the internet because it's really bad. And now the internet's connecting more and more to data sites, and that's terrible. The AI, the different newer version of the AI. Oh my God, the cats have lost their shit. What in the world? They're racing. We have cat races. We have cat races. We have official cat races. I just had to point that out. Holy cow. If a big one hits from the end of the sea, who's winning? So far, the Fluffy is. Woo, Speedy, you're so fast. You trying to get them all? Yeah, getting them all? Yeah, I know. Go Fluffy, man. Woo, he's racing. He can't grip the floor. I'm gonna have to put in more rugs. But then I'll just have rugs all over the place, rolled up in a ball. Well, and I'm putting this. You know what this is? This is a key. This is a charm you can get. I mean, literally just 50 cents extra if you want more charms. I'm not going to charge a lot for them because these are just... But there is an energy connection to this as well. I'm going to be unlocking... This is a key. It's a DNA unlock. So anything hidden in your DNA that needs unlocking yet, this is what it's for. And I'll be making some of... Let's see where to go. But I'm making some of these with these in there. So I'm going to be putting... So it's going to be resin hearts or resin squares or resin whatever with keys in them. I'm going to make a few big coasters now too. And a few big coasters with crystals and a key in a few. Those are like activating energetic things that I make. I gotta make some money on the side before I don't have internet because I can't afford my internet. I paid as much as I could on it from someone joining my Patreon, which was amazing. Thank you. But I need more on my Patreon. Well, I'm $40 short to pay my internet. I probably won't be online for much longer, actually. I paid part of it, but if I can't pay it by the end of the month, at least the rest of it, I'm gonna have to turn my internet off. I just go to the library every day, I guess, to do her school stuff, which isn't the worst thing in the world. Probably better, actually. But you know, kids, she's gonna complain and get mad. She can't be on her, can't play her video games. Well, because we don't have TV. We don't even watch the news. That's why when I tune into certain things like Marfugal, I'll give you a shout out. There are random channels that I do watch sometimes just to get an idea of crazy stuff going on, but that doesn't... And again, people need to be mindful when you're watching channels. That doesn't depict what's going on through the whole world. It really doesn't. It's an AI interaction. It's an AI simulated place. And so everything you see online, unless it directly affects you and there's actual physical stuff happening in your own town that you see, I wouldn't freak out about anything in particular. It'd just simply be aware, prepared, and mindful of where you're at. That's about all you can do, really. I mean, I don't understand why people fear anything, because why do you fear stuff you can't see? Obviously, it ain't affecting you until it does. Then you just work through it and get past it. I mean, you know, like if something... Well, if military comes to your town, so what? If a military is hanging out, obviously there's severe violence going on and they're trying to prevent it. I've also heard the opposite. So it could be he says, she says stuff. It's based on someone's perspective. That's the main goal that I was going to talk about today, is perspectives. You can see anything online, but if you can't understand what the other person's perspective is trying to share, then you don't know what they're talking about. I mean, it's just silly. So just discernment key if it was so many things. Don't get all bent out of shape. If someone 1 minute says this and I know it's not safe to be on all the coastlines because I get messages all the time about coastlines aren't safe. Does it say why? Not really. So I guess if you insist on living in an environment that constantly has hurricanes or there's a constant threat of something destroying your home, I guess that's on you and that's your decision. I just prefer to live in a slightly safer place. That's my perspective. And that's me just being in a just in case mode. That's not fearful. That's being in like a just in case safe area. Because nothing really is safe. It's just being able to move at the moment's notice if you see something funny going on. I don't know. It's just crazy. And then there's Atlas that's coming by. Literally today is its closest day it was. I've been getting upgrades energetically from them. So they're not all negative. And I see it this way. The more the government tries to tell you they're negative beings, it's actually the opposite, but not all the time. So discernment with that too. But discernment between what you're told. Obviously, if there's a government based on genocide of humanity, why would you listen to them? I'm just saying. I can't emphasize that enough. Why would you listen to a governmental situation that's built to detain you at all costs if you go against the narrative? And that's why so many people say, take your mask off already. You don't need to wear a mask anymore. It's time to break free. The masks are free. The illusions are out. The illusions are being seen. I have an interesting card I pulled for the collective. I might even channel in information for Atlas by the end of the... I'm not certain if that's what they want to do or not. But there's definitely messages right now that I'm talking about from them. Are they Lyrans? Are they Andromedans? Maybe they're everybody at once. Maybe it's a ship with all of them on board as one collective, trying to help us understand more. Who knows? And we got this card, which oddly is what I'm talking about. Illusions, reality, separation, self-sabotage, conditioning, criticism, a conflict between reality and belief, a time for honesty, let go of illusion and precedence, face a painful reality. Advice and construction criticisms are not a personal attack. Drop the mask, reveal your true self. You are not alone. Forgive others for wearing their masks as well. It's about time we drop our masks, everybody. No more Mr. Nice Guy. No more Miss Nice Person. No more... Be yourself. The only key to getting through this is true authenticity. Drop your mask. Be who you're meant to be. Let's go, Nightmare. No more masks, buddy. Hello, Amanda. We're being taught discernment in masks and perspectives. Learn the difference in everyone understanding something different, and that's what the entirety of the government and the universe is, not the universe per se, but that's what they want you to think the universe has done. But it's basically the AI consuming programs put us against each other, separate us, but we're not separated. As one, we are all combined together because we all share the same energy. You're not a monster. Yes. Oh, you be nice. See, I can tell him to be nice. Just because you are one, don't mean you have to be one. And just because you think you are one, maybe you're not. You think I work with dragons? Most people view dragons as demons because they don't understand what they're talking to. They don't understand what they're communicating with because dragons don't speak human words. They speak through empathy, through emotion. And telepathic frequencies. With an ancient language no one's understood, and the fact that I understand it, so I have ancient primordial connections. I'm a primordial being. A lot of us are connected to a higher connection and they just don't notice it. So don't let them fool you and think you're anything less. You be your authentic self. Ooh, okay, we'll do this one first. Look at, hey, we have a dragon. I mean, evil and good is a very fine line. What determines evil or good or anything in between, huh? Ace of Air. New ideas, personal truth, paradigm, or originality, choices, belief, motivation, a personal ideology. Unlearn and let go. Fact and genuine knowledge, honor personal truth. Reality is first conceived in the mind. Know your mind. Be excited and motivated. Old beliefs sabotaging future goals. Remember, everything now is old, old, old. And this one was, oh, hey, they reminded me. Okay, removing mask 2 and removing that. There we go. Although I look ridiculous, but here we go. Remove everything. Let everything flow and be who you are. There we go. You gotta be authentic truth. Okay, let's see. Oh, I guess I don't need the book itself. Oh, there it is. Okay, back to this book, learning the difference and learning stuff in it. This is a good example of letting go of old stuff. Because this proves that you're in a loop. Regardless of how it's actually teaching you, discernment is good, but at the same time, it's still doing the same thing. So ever since the 1800s, and even back further, you're constantly aware of a specific program. Let it go. See this? Take from it and burn the rest. You don't have to sit in it any longer. Burn it, light it on fire. That's what's going on right now with the volcanoes. The volcanoes and earthquakes are going to continue. Oh. Oh, yes. It's the More McGuffey Readers. Third reader with excerpts from the best American and English writers by William H. McGuffey, 1836. Edited for today by Raymond and Dorothy Moore. Additions. It's been upgraded, all rights reserved, but it's been copyrighted in 1983. So this technically may have ideas in 1836 and actually it has profound good teachings. It still isn't from 1836. It isn't. So that's where they use illusions and stuff like this and post whatever they feel like it when they write stuff. That's why I don't believe everything I read either. Because they will take information from that time period and turn it into their own perspective. That's why I don't like some... That's why certain books I don't read and why I quit reading books actually for a while. Too much manipulation and everything. Gotta learn to read the good and toss off the bad. Whatever don't resonate isn't your true authentic self, I guess is a better way to put it. But then if people don't understand what they resonate with, I guess that makes it complicated. I guess you gotta work harder and train your mind harder to find out. This is almost like an activation. Holy cow. I definitely have a big activation going on right now. Woo, I'm processing heavy energies. I am sweating. That's even, the fan's even on. I was checking to make sure that turkey of a cat didn't sit on it, turn it off. He does that occasionally too. But I'd still recommend this book as a decent learning tool for basic concepts, to learn basic social stuff and, to learn the basics. But something to get past as well, though. But it's still better teaching than what they have now, that's for sure. Yeah, take from that what you will. There's upgrades in that card energetically for those watching. Structure, routine, order, patterns, discipline, organization, understanding, productivity. Order your environment. Ban clutter, clean house. Create structure in your day. Follow a routine. Keep a time budget. If you truly want something, you will make time for it. Limit distractions and time wasters. Weed out bad habits. Remove negative influences. Remove negative influences. If you find yourself in a negative place too frequently, you don't need to be there and take the abuse. Really, being in a negative environment is a form of mental abuse. Don't let yourself sit in it. Get what lessons you need from your negative environment and let it go. It's all about letting go. So much to let go. Let go of the past. Let go. That's basically what I was doing, looking that up too. I was digging up as far back of the past for information. I got it, and I'm going to let it go. I'm not going to sit in it and realize it was meant there as a learning tool and let go. Because everything is right here. Everything is within. You just have to unlock and understand it. And, that's the part about understanding. Okay, now I get it. Everyone has their own perspective, and everyone has a limited way of understanding. Open your mind further to new facets and new ideas. Only then will you find your true inner truth. Because if you're constantly in a negative environment and taking information from other people and not using it, and using it, then you're getting yourself more confused. I think that's what they're saying is too many people go outside of themselves when all the information is within themselves. And that's why I've been doing both. I've been bringing everything in, processing it, and transmuting it out. That's your healing process. That's how you get past a lot of stuff. Because not one person is going to know who you are. That's just silly. And when I go to all these other readers that read and do collective, that do tarot readings for individual people, I notice their lies because people are siphoning other people's energies, and sometimes you're reading someone else's reading because of that. It's crazy how much I can read into things that aren't really going on. Like, someone did a reading for me once, and it was for someone completely different, and I'm like, oh, that one's all up in my energies doing crap to me. Sometimes it's a collective reading for everyone in chat, but when it singles certain ones out, yeah, it's because someone's messing with your energy. That's when you need to lock yourself down, purge your stuff out, and remove all cords attachments. We're not meant to have attachments whatsoever. That means someone is ciphering your energies, and not even for them. Sometimes they don't even know they have attachments that's feeding the beast. Literally, that's what it is. It's feeding the AI. And that's why the data centers are starting to take so much energies, is because so many of us are taking our energy back. And so now it can't exist. AI cannot exist in an environment that doesn't support it. If it requires too much energy to support it, that means it's not meant for us. Unless y'all like to have your energy siphoned and not be a normal, a normal being. You want to be an AI robot? That's where it's headed to. They think they can manipulate and hijack consciousness. To an extent they can, until you say they can't. You are in charge of your vessel. And the more people that say, I am a sovereign being, I declare my sovereignty, I am in charge of myself, no one else, then boom, that instantly triggers extra help, and you get forces from all over that you never knew existed helping you, because that's what I've been having help with. So many sources that are connected just within you. So you're everyone out there is so much more important than they think they are. Nine of Fire, attunement, fruitations, inspiration, creative ease, simplicity, detachment, restrictions. Move through life with confidence, a time of fruition and anointment. Knowledge and experience bring ease. Do not seek praise or affirmations. Give your best every time. Once you have finished, move on. Simplify your life. Remove obstacles and restrictions. There, simplify your life if it gets too complicated. Remove something if it does not belong. And basically, do not seek praise or affirmation is what I was talking about. It like if you do a good job, you could boast a little bit and be proud of yourself. There's nothing wrong with being proud of what you've accomplished. But it's more of referring to other people telling you what to do. Seeking affirmations from an outside source, basically. That's when everyone gets all their directions mixed up and all their information wrong, is when they constantly go to outside sources. Like me right now, I'm giving basic collective awareness, collective advice for everyone to better themselves and to help each other. Alright, I'm going to hold this a second. So the goofy dragons can have their ice cream. Well, and see, that's a transmutation process too. They sit here and help them to my ice cream, but they're actually helping me process and ground too. So it's a give and take. I let them have a treat and they help me ground, because that's what it's for. Because I normally don't have ice cream very often anymore. This is like a treat. Sometimes I've been doing it on my lives for a treat, just to keep myself grounded while I'm talking. Because I bring in so much energies and channel in so much helping people during my lives that I just need a little extra help grounding sometimes. Thanks for stopping in, Amanda. I'm more than welcome to check out my Patreon too. Oh, if someone wants to park my Patreon or Cash App, any donations at the moment would be wonderful, so I can get these keychains up and rolling a little faster. I'm going to make sure I have access to internet. That's my only thing. I'm self-sufficient mostly. Oh, it was a surprise live. Thanks for hopping in. Donations much appreciated, so I can pay my internet. There you go, Louise. You wanted to help last time, and I forgot to post it. I couldn't find it before he cut the live off. There you go. There's my Cash App. And you could get a 5-card reading for helping me too. I'm just doing basic cards at the moment because I was going out about a book. I was just trying to prove how way back they were still trying to indoctrinate people. Which is kind of funny, because in my experiences, the older the information, actually, the better off you are. Anything past 2012 is going to have massive corrections and massive alterations and so much missing information. Oh, the links are not blue? Crap. Well, it should give you an idea how to find it anyway. You should be able to still search with the basic connections, I would hope. Well, and you know what's funny? On my phone, the only way I can go live is this way. It doesn't let me do it the regular way. I'd have to go on my computer and my Computer is not a trusted source to use. My computer gets hacked instantly by some government thing, and so it's like as soon as I turn my computer on, boom, someone's in there. So, because the webcam hardly ever works, because something about the file, every time it upgrades, sometimes it doesn't match the drive or something, so it glitches out and doesn't acknowledge my webcam. I know it's stupid. By basically it was $1,300 gaming computer. Way back when I initially had my tax refund, I bought something nice and it turned out to be junk. I should have turned around and had it fixed at the time, but I thought I would find someone to fix it, but I haven't. I completely wiped it out too, and reinstall the... Yeah, I could give that a try, I suppose. The recovery PS, yeah, I've noticed. At least it's completely removed everything. Well, I didn't want all those games I had on there anymore because I want it for a teaching computer to, download videos and upload my pictures. I gotta find a place to put all my photos on because my emails constantly... Oh, that's another thing. Well, I do that, but I'm stuck on my phone. And when I'm on my phone during a live stream, it's like hard to see everything because it shrinks everything down. And when I try to click on stuff to make it bigger, it's still hard to read. I haven't figured out how to use it, basically, I guess. I'm just feeling in the energies, see what they want to talk about. Anyone got questions about Atlas? We could fire at the collective and have them come in. Which basically I've been connecting to them off and on throughout their time being here. It's not a meteor. It's a ship. Yeah, it is a mothership. Been giving us upgrades and downloads the last week. Basically, the last 3 days have been incredibly high in energies and hardcore shifting. That's why I didn't go live either, because I was trying to go live yesterday and I just couldn't. I was exhausted. By the time I got motivated, it was 4 in the afternoon. And I've been trying to deal with all my, like financial situation constantly. It really sucks. Have I ever seen an alien? I don't know what's your point in aliens. I have plasma beings that connect and talk to me all the time. Is that your version of an alien? I don't know. I honestly feel like what we... Make myself a UBS link for emergencies? Yeah. Oops. Okay, where's my book? Well, and I don't even need books for this, but they have such specific information that I just add my perspectives to it. Because people have so many perspectives. I try to share at least 2 or 3 perspectives during my readings of each thing I read. Grays and Roman. Well, see, that's just it. A lot of us have DNA connected to all of them. I think we are all those beings in one body. I think we embody a little bit of all of them. I don't even know. I keep running into videos that suggest different things. Truth in movies, seriously, really. There's a bit of truth in everything. They stick with us with. The grays are definitely, I don't care. This is my perspective, my 100% sound perspective for myself. Gray, anything gray is negative and bad. I don't care what race it is. The gray are gray. The entire version of those type of grays are on a negative directory? Trajectory. They're on the opposite where we want to be. To me, they're the the opposite of evolution, de-evolution. They go the opposite direction. They've turned into like creatures and beings you no longer recognize and just want to steal your light because their vessel can no longer support it. Because they allowed AI to intervene with it too frequently. That's why I'm against AI. But that's my personal conclusion. To me, that's what happens when you evolve. You allow a computer to do your stuff and you no longer upgrade. You go backwards. Because they think they don't need to upgrade, but in actuality, it turns you into a monstrosity that is no longer recognized. Yeah, oh, and I've done lots of research in that too. It turns out that Tiamat was a Draconian, but not. She could transform herself into one to portray one and maintain those energies, but in reality she wasn't. She was one of the primordials which could shapeshift because she was more of a water elemental being. She was the primordials of the waters. Life force water. So she could transform herself to wherever she needed to be. And everyone wants to dictate them as so negative, but some of them weren't. Some of them actually tried to help. And the ones that tried to help were being evil. And their own kind tried to erase them. And again, that's because they were AI influenced and listened to the wrong connection. Call back your energy now. Feel your energy in divine light, energy centering in all area of your heart. Feel your physical vessel with brilliant light. I really feel we're on the precipice now where being of a light being, and not even necessarily like light positive being, which is a plus, but it's more of a balance between all the energy itself. And yes, I am going to put my hair back real quick. It is warm in here. My fan turned off on me. I only have the fan in the hallway on, so it's not going to look perfect, but there we go. Ta-da! A little higher, maybe I could get a unicorn horn out there. There we go. But there we go. I think right now is the precipice of your divine light. Nurture it and maintain it, because something's coming that you're going to need every ounce of your light you can have within your vessel. And that's what my channel is for, and hopefully more people join my Patreon for honest to truth upgrades and not no effery around. I know the ones that want the truth out there the hardest are the ones blocked the most. It's so messed up, but yet people are so willing to pay thousands of dollars for things to help that aren't helping them at all. You're behind me. Watch out! Now the dragons would steal your balloon. They like balloons. Oh, that brings oh, that's hilarious too. That reminds me of the orbs they keep seeing. Oh, I think something I was eating turned my lips colored. That's funny. Or someone was hanging out on my lips. Really playing around. They hang on everything. Maybe for once I saw the dragons messing with me in my camera. That's so funny. Oh, poked you in the chest the other day. I know, aren't they funny? Are they telling you to work on it? To work on your heart chakra. Maybe there's. Hey, did you forget to feed someone? Do you have a cat? They do that when I don't feed the cats on time. Wake me up. All right. Call back your energy now. Feel your energy and divine light and energy centering the area of your heart. Filling your physical vessel with brilliant light. Welcome home the energy you've sent out towards others. Energy that has been reaching upward and outward beyond you. Call it back now. Feel a magnetic pull into the present, where your energy now becomes condensed and supercharged within your physical body. Experience high vibrational energy as you center the fullness of your spiritual light into your physical form. Right here and now, allow the light of the divine and all your personal spiritual power to compress into your physical form. Know that compressing your light like this limits it not. Rather, centering divine light within your physical body allows you to vibrate even higher. Higher vibrational light energy brings healing, vitality, and energy. Brings the gift of spirit and light of the divine into your physical being. Calling energy into your body this way, calling in light, centering and harnessing your personal power. Your personal power is power exercised to prepare you to reach higher. Helps you to manage the constantly changing energetic atmosphere. It helps you transmute all the stuff changing about as well. It helps you transmute all those heavy energies being released. Spring water. Well, I learned the last couple of days I've had to drink a lot more water than usual too. I know, it's just like I just can't stay hydrated. I have to add actual Pedialyte powder. You know the Pedialyte and the little powder thing? I add that in an extra amount of water to help hydrate, to flavor the water too. Overflow love. There we go. Well, then oddly, you know what? Liquid lemonade. I hate liquid lemonade. I need an IV. I need an IV for coffee. Yeah, coffee. Dragons are addicted to coffee, man. The guava sucks. I like the strawberry. The berry. The passion fruit guava isn't bad. This one? Oh, I'm supposed to read oneness. When you're struggling or doubting or experiencing loops of lower vibrational energies in your present. Oh, and be aware of loops too. That since 2012, that's what we've been doing. A lot of us have been stuck in fake artificial loops by that new AI. Honestly, it's not just CERN. I think it was 2012 when they initiated a brand new AI that confiscated timelines. That's about when something new changed. And now we are evolving faster than the AI will evolve. And so it's like pushing us higher ahead faster. so they can no longer control us. Yeah, that's what I've been reading into. So that's why some of us have been quantum leaping over and over and over, is trying to get ahead of it to help the rest catch up. And understand that you're not defined by these experiences. You're simply tuning into the vibration level of illusion. So that's how you break free of your illusions too. You cut that loop off, and you'll start seeing more. So if you notice like a looping pattern, because even my kid noticed it once. She's like, "Why do you keep doing that over and over and over again?" She's like, "You're not meant to do that." So listen to kids too. They're really intuitive too. More now than some. Oh, and be extra cautious with kids too, man. There's something that can manipulate kids easier too. I've seen it happen, man. And it's like those school shootings too. There's definitely a mind game. That's mind control, man. And people are, and see, I'm trying to spread awareness and do the spiritual teachings and do all this hundreds of things at once, and it's exhausting sometimes, but I still get it done because there's something dire that needs to happen, and be awareness, because it's not enough being done. It's too much online. I think that's where people are missing the concept of getting off your damn phone. Literally turn it off and notice things. It's more than notice your surroundings. Turn your phone off. If you can't turn your phone off and pay attention, there's something wrong. Something's got you connected that shouldn't be. Because I'm getting better at just turning it off, but at the same time, I'm doing spiritual work through all this energies on there. But even I have to break free and reground to the natural order of things, because if you get too far up here and you're not down here, you're not going to be able to stop something that's messing with your physical vessel. And I'm serious when I say this. I have a sword for a reason. There's something diabolical coming through pretty soon, and y'all better be freaking ready. And I don't say that to be scared. I say that to protect your light, man. I say that to protect your physical vessel. I say that to be more self-aware and prepared instead of glued to a damn screen. I'm definitely channeling something that's getting really mad. There is definitely a channel of a teacher that really wants to help a guy that's getting really frustrated with humanity. And definitely picking up something. It's definitely channeling someone getting upset about the situation. Because too many people are not being mindful of what's going on. And they're not aware that there's something seriously wrong with kids. Real problem. No one's helping kids. It was just a second. It's a lot of info. Yep. Because that's what they've had me been researching lately, is the monstrosities. I'm supposed to share this because it's vital, as disgusting and gruesome as it is. People need to wake up to the negative side of things as well. It's not all positive, and we all realize this, but we're better of both worlds. But at the same time, people need to help other people come together more. Stop the atrocities going on. Stop the negativity. You are warriors. We are all warriors here. We are meant to be here to help each other. When you notice something wrong in your neighborhood, you call someone. You help. You do something. You don't sit on your lazy ass and do effing nothing. That I'm definitely channeling really bad. Well, because I've been researching all these. This channel has been posting all these videos, and yeah, they're videos. Maybe they're not true, but at the same time, maybe they are. So maybe people need to be more mindful of their surroundings, because there's so much evil going on, and all of us are not paying attention and stopping it. We are here to make the place a better place. We control our reality. We are in control, and not some AI not some government. When there's some bad stuff going on, do something about it. We are powerful in our rights to do something. We need to stand in our own power. That's how we take our power back. Not just calling it back, not just doing this, actually physically doing something about it. That's taking your power back. Doing something. Sitting on your butt, letting the world go by is not doing anything. That's avoiding the truth. That's avoiding reality. That's avoiding who you actually are. Doing nothing and helping other people, not helping other people, is doing the opposite of what you're meant to be. The entire human race were meant to be guardians of each other, guardians of souls, guardians of animals. And there's so many of us that were guardians of something and totally let it slip and go down the hole and do absolutely nothing about it. And people are getting pissed. The guys I've been working with are getting upset. They're mad as hell. And that's part of Atlas. That's what they've been doing. They've been dragging out the extreme negativity, trying to figure out what's wrong. They can't understand how so many people let so many people kill other people and hurt people. I mean, we're in our own power. We're powerful. We're in our right minds. We can stop other people from doing that. There's no reason why someone would sit there and see someone just stand there and just freak out or run when someone's being attacked. Help them. Stand by them. Do something. And that's what I'm trying to do right here online. Yeah, yes. Holy crap. I get it. Yeah, I'm sensing their energies. They're going all the way through. They are frustrated with the lack of humanity. Involvement in their own physical environment is getting upsetting, and that's the whole reason why there's a hard push against AI, is because of this. You no longer acknowledge you are in a physical vessel because you do nothing physical about it. So you need to be this serious, hard spiritual being, but at the same time you have to balance your physical and spiritual. But at the same time, your physical is not a soft pillow. It is solid. It is strong. You're supposed to use that. You're supposed to make your voice heard. You're supposed to expressing yourself, and nobody does it. Everyone relies on their phone. Everyone relies on their devices. Everyone relies on shit that does not help you evolve. You are not evolving. You are going the opposite direction. Too many are not listening and waking up, and so there is a blackness. There's a darkness sucking you in, literally sucking you in. The void is taking over. The void is taking you. It's like a black hole. Literally, that's why all these crazy beings are coming out. That's why so much of these nasty beings that were never, ever, ever allowed this far up into this dimension whatsoever. And y'all allowing these beings to take over you because you're not paying attention to your physical environment. You can do something about it. Stop lounging about. I mean, they're so frustrated. I'm trying to relay everything. It's talking so fast. Like, oh, that's what my research was for that whole week of looking up all them people killing people. It's awful. They said those are beings infecting other humans. Those aren't even humans. They are forgiving the humanity, but at the same time, they hold a vice against us because we are not doing anything about it. We're not stopping those beings from overtaking other people. There needs to be more awareness of the evil that's coming. It's not to scare people. It's to be prepared and do something. You have to maintain your stand. You have to You have to maintain yourself. I don't know. I'm trying to come up with the words that to keep saying maintain, maintain, maintain. It's important. So, Yeah, I'm literally taking a second here. So anybody have questions, ask now. I'm definitely connected to, we're connected to Atlas right now. And that's what I've been doing the last week is researching for them. They've been using me to try to understand through the internet, looking up all these videos, looking up movies, looking up all this that connects but yet don't connect because we're not doing we've letting go so far of ourselves by being on these devices that can't do anything for us. That's the main message. we're basically destroying ourselves by being on these devices. We're allowing beings that don't belong here to dictate us. They have no rights, they have no power to us. They have no power above us. We are higher dimensional guardians that were here to guard. We are the original guardians. Start acting like it. Oh boy. I hear that, Scotty? If you're still there. Lewis, you're the original guardians. Start doing something. I'm here to unlock and assist and help who I can, but those that do not comply and do not finish what they are here to do will not get past what they need to be. They will not. You will not pass go. In Monopoly terms, you will not pass go directly to jail. Whatever that means. Oh no, yeah, this is like a prison planet. But a prison of our own mind that we have created within ourselves. We have created our own mind prison by allowing others to dictate what we do, by not standing up for ourselves and claiming our sovereignty as a whole. I'm being panicked. Well, I'm channeling them right now. They should be worried because they are not happy campers with us. Because we're us, the ones that are trying. Even me on my higher spiritual connections working more than most here isn't even enough to what they're saying is coming. You're doing some inner meditations? No questions. Good. See? And the only reason I've been on here more than I should be is because I've been researching, and they've been even making me take breaks and ground and go to the spring. And I'm going to go to the spring again tomorrow or Saturday. I'm literally going to make it. It's doomsday for them. Well, they want us to know. Well, there's so much research going on and so much going on. I'm being heavily grounded right now because my hands are literally touching the being from Atlas. Because what people don't understand is the reason I can communicate directly to them is because I've done the inner work and reached high enough in unlocking my system that they can reach in without things hurting them. And most people, that's why the higher beings can't even get in and communicate, is because we haven't done our work. All those people buying and paying for their spirituality are full of shit. They're not doing their inner work. That's not doing their inner work. That's what they're saying. They're saying all them they're upset and can't believe how blocked I have become because I am doing I'm doing very little and just trying to get some type of assistance just to simply cope with my internet. I'm not even trying to get above and beyond anything. I'm just trying to provide and get my basic necessities. And that's getting me upset because it's like, what right do those people have, you know? But it's not, but at the same time, it's not even about that, but it is. People need to start saying things and putting their foot down and be like, hey, that's not right. Don't let people pull one over you and sit there and put you in a box and try to dictate you. Don't break out of that box and say, no, enough's enough. Tell the fakes where to go, mind your purpose, and maintain yourself. Don't let other people dictate what you can and cannot do. They have no idea what information other people hold. They have no idea what information I have. They have no idea what information anyone has. They need to start respecting other people. Humanity needs to start respecting each other and love each other and quit being hateful on different opinions. That's exactly what the AI system was starting to do to put each other against us. We created our own division by not listening to each other. We created this ourselves by not stopping each other. We created it ourselves. We created the division. We split in half because we couldn't get along. We were all loving beings, the originals, primordials that were first created and taken by this ugly force. Was a force we created ourselves. We basically fought against ourselves. Because if you think about it, if you're a primordial being, if you created all these other beings, they're still a part of you. And fighting against each other is ridiculous. You shouldn't be fighting amongst yourselves. You're all connected with each other. So what was supposed to happen was you were supposed to evolve beyond each other and come back within and find that truth and love within yourself and realize all those beings are you. Just because one has more power than the other, you gave them that power as a way of being respectful, as a way of helping them learn to be the overachiever, not to sit there and go against your own creator and hurt each other. So in a sense, when you're going against all these other people and killing people, you're killing yourself. So basically you're committing suicide because all them people that have gone, basically it's a sickness, it's a disease, it's a virus. Basically it's a mental disease of yourself. It's a mentality, it's a mental disease within yourself from not having enough vitamins, the lack of nutrition, the lack of support, the lack. That's all they said. The lack of all this stuff that you're allowing to happen in your reality is hurting you. Stop. So, yeah. So basically we do this to ourselves and need to stop because we are all connected. Find that connection and reach out to other people. I realize it's all a mind game. It's a psyop. Quit going against yourselves and unite. Stop allowing outside interference. Stop allowing people to manipulate you because you're stronger than that. Now it's time to fight. It's time to make a stand. It's time to not back down. It's time to be heard. Those that were not allowed to be heard are being heard now. Making way for new advancement. Making way for new people to be heard. Making way for a rebirth of a new being. A rebirth of new guardians. The rebirth of a new era. A rebirth of the tree of life is being reborn. Recreating it. Making a new tree of all. Hybrids and all alike. Hybrids are the same as everybody else. Hybrids are actually the original but better. In a way that they were supposed to learn and be able to exceed them. Instead, the opposite happened. They went against each other, went against themselves. So when you're saying they went against God, basically you went against yourself. Because you are the life force energy within your vessel. So if you're going against yourself, you're going against someone. I know, I'm trying to reiterate. They're still trying to channel through my voice. Hold on. I'm doing the best to try to get out what they're talking about because, I'm trying to. I feel it in the energy of the vibrations and the frequency. I'm trying to reiterate because they don't speak like us. And that's why there's such misunderstandings too of what they are and who they are and why people are freaking out for no reason. There's too many misconceptions and no one's listening. Too many perspectives and not one is listening within to understand the meaning of what's coming. You let too many outside forces that want genocide of humanity in the first place. Why are we listening to people that want to destroy us? It makes no sense. They said pull away from that manipulation. Find ways of coping. Find ways of doing better. Find ways of clearing the area. Find ways of clearing your vessel. Find ways to do something. Don't just sit and let it flow. You won't. You will be interfered with. Oh my goodness. And okay. Yep, then you need to just ignore them because they're infected with something evil. They're infections. They're covered with hate. They're possessed basically by AI. But let it go, drop it. You're better than them. They have no rights to do that to nobody. They have no right to be negative towards others. They have no right. They have no rights over you. Take your energy back. Well, then maybe those people need to stop talking to them too. Maybe those people have a problem and need to stop talking. That's serious BS. The hateful people need to just stop their shit. It's getting old and ridiculous. And yeah, that's why they said just drop it and let them go. They have no idea what they're even mad about. They're just hateful in general because they're not them. They're not real people. They're not consciously there anymore. I just call it NPCs. You're talking to a hateful robot. Because if there's no loving life left in them, let them go. Leave them be. That's the problem that's coming too. There's too many NPCs and not enough of original life force energy people. It's all and that's why it was so hard to find us in the first place to help. If it wasn't for us very few that have done the work and trying to maintain a higher frequency, the Atlas would have honestly thought we were hostile and tried to take us out. That's what people don't understand. There are beings out there way more stronger than us, way more powerful than these idiots in charge. People need to start growing a pair and realize we can do more about it than just sit on our butts. I like that. There's even this poor Jeremy that let them fake bullies just because they have money get. Well, see, I glitched it out. I wish he would come back. That alien scientist, he was onto something. I mean, you gotta share all information out, no matter what it is, no matter how small. Or pictures, share them out, because I don't understand that one. There's orbs everywhere. I have multiple pictures. I have multiple pictures of so many fascinating things, and nobody even thinks twice about sharing or passing it out. So it's like, what's the point? Is it useless to do all that stuff? It just doesn't make any sense to go, sit there and go out on a limb and then have no one support, even though that's what they're doing. If you can't support someone that has extensive knowledge of something and you don't support them, then why are you even trying to do something? It's not about the money. It never was. That's why so many people are falling and not getting the truth out, because they're allowing the money to dictate where they need to go. If you put more efforts into sharing the money throughout the community, when someone gets a big donation, share it out. When someone's hard up for money, help them out. It's not about one person. It's about us all. It's about humanity. We need to let go of our high horse and start helping other people. And there was an episode of all these homeless people being taken out because they're homeless. You do realize that the system goes against them specifically, targets the ones that question too much, force them to be homeless on purpose, and then send them packing. It's a game. People won't acknowledge it. It's not always drugs, and if it is, it's mind manipulation. It's not just drugs. It's a whole bunch of psychic warfare that no one wants to admit. Nobody will admit there have been MK to Ultra or these multiple mind messing programs. It's because you're telepathic geniuses, and they're taking it away from us. They're using your telepathic stuff against you and faking you out with AI robots. Just because you can't see it, don't mean it's not there. But at the same time, you're not supposed to freak out. You're supposed to overpower it and become stronger and kick their butts. Even if it is just clearing it from your field and leaving them be, you still got to do something. Oh, okay. He still wants to be stay connected. Holy. They're definitely saying stuff. It's a masculine energy coming in. That's right. A higher authority will take them out, Puck. Don't worry. They won't get very far too much longer. There's a drastic shift, and most people, there is a split, and most people like that won't even be able to follow where we're going, so don't worry. Keep working on yourself, and something will come along and take them out. But you know what? I think it's just a loop, and I think they're already taken out, and honestly, they're not even there anymore. I'd leave it be. I think it's someone purposely trying to pull you in a loop and they don't exist anymore. That's just my interpretation of the timelines shifting. At some point, because I've noticed since I quit my job over there, not one single person I've run into, not one person talks to me from there. I never see anybody from that job, and I live in the same town. That tells you a lot. You're more hidden from people than you think you are if you just let go. I know it's really hard when they keep constantly pulling you in. It's really a mind mess. They just keep messing with your head. Seal them off. Don't let them in. Here you go. Here's your key. Lock the door. Here you go. Take it. It's for you. It's got multiple properties. It's to lock that door behind you and open the new one in front of you. Watch it change and shift into a new key to open a new door in front of you and lock the one behind you. It really is mostly psychic warfare. Most can understand and notice. It's a form of psychic warfare, really. This is like one big giant experiment. It's BS experiment on what we can do, and it's just BS. You can do it, Buck. Or you wouldn't be here. You wouldn't have any knowledge I was live if it wasn't for a reason. And everyone that finds my channel was meant to find my channel. That's how it works. As blocked as they think they have me blocked, there will be people, countless people, that will check my live. So hopefully it's informational enough so they keep watching it. Whoa. Full of love. Overflow of love. Oh, yeah, basically oneness. That was what I was going at. When you're struggling or doubting or experiencing loops of lower vibrational energy in your presence, understand you are not defined by the experience. Tune into the vibrational level of illusion. Oh, you are true. That's what you're doing. You're tuning into that lower level of illusion. It's illusions. They're creating BS. As a physical being born into the realm of illusion, someone needs to clean their glasses, I guess. Why are you throwing my glasser cleaner on the floor? Oi. Alright. As a physical being born into the realm of illusion, you have voluntarily chosen to cut yourself off from the full knowing of your oneness with the divine. You know, see, at one point I agree on a lot of things, but I will disagree on this one subject in this book. We didn't, a lot of us, I really feel, did not choose this. I really don't think some of you did. You were roped into it because you were lied to from the start. Gain soul experience duality, and participate in the play of consciousness. You know, at some point this probably was true until a completely different AI system took over and a different type of being took over. And then it completely changed. It might have been... See, I think a lot of this is old information. See, that's why I read this BS sometimes to get actual... a perspective people get, and I'll add my own because it's such a BS. You know how old this information is? That's what people don't understand. How long have we been in this damn time loop? How long have you been in multiple freaking time loops? Multiple. How many times do you realize you've been trapped in layers and layers and layers of BS? It's such old information. None of this is new. Because it's all from other people. And yes, it's helpful. It's a guide. See, this is like multiple guides and multiple beings. All this is guides to help you and tools. But at some point, you gotta understand and face the music. It's all BS old shit. It really is. And this is something completely creative and new. I've never seen this done before. I've never seen keychains like this ever. I'm trying to do my own authentic, brand new creative stuff. And I'd appreciate it if... And it's hard for people to appreciate creative new stuff. And that's the thing, is so many people are hung up in their old crap, they don't want to take the chance on some new stuff. And I'm not ranting because I haven't sold my stuff yet. I haven't really promoted it much to sell it yet because I want to make a few more things and then try to work on it. But still, I'm just saying, I want to do brand new. I don't want to copy people's ideas. When I make a recipe now, and I gotta post recipes on my Patreon. That's what's next. I'm on a roll now. I'm all fired up. But I'm going to take all these keys here and I'll show you each and every one of them. Each one of these. One of them belongs to someone out there. One of them matches one of you guys out there. I got one like this. I got one like this. I got... Oh, see? This one belongs to Nightmare, I bet you. Look at that. Oh, come on. There we go. It just has that moon sword. That's what it looks like. And it's like a key. I mean, use your imagination. It's a key. And when I say imagination, it's like your creative thoughts. Creative thoughts. Brand new. New. That's what London was going on. London, I follow. Shout out to London. If he happens across my stream. I know 2 hours in he might not watch it all, but... And then there's this one. Because you're not supposed to be able to have any insight to it unless you would get one of these. And seriously, I'm trying to make stuff extremely affordable to where it might hurt my financial stuff still, because I want to provide people with things that help on a spiritual level and get somewhere and help something. See that? Love, hearts. Hearts and keys. Unlock your heart chakra. Unlock what you need to. That's what they're there for. It's to unlock things you need unlocked. And I gotta sand edges of this, and this is good. But look at this. This is a play on a wings, angelic energies, and a rose. And the color has an energy meaning. The inside has a water meaning. There's so many multiple meanings in this one token. Or this one, what do you want to call it? Charm, you want to say? And this one charm, there's so much energetically going on, it's crazy. And for this, each one of the butterflies represents a specific chakra. Up to 8, let me see, how many dimensions? Dimensional layers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. This is up to 8 dimensional layers of heavy protection and assistance and guidance. It's an energy token to help support. And if you resonate specifically, this one specifically is for a Lyran warrior, but it could be multiple. It could pull in the Lyran spirits and help you even further. It's limitless what I'm creating. And, I just want to share that. It's limitless what I'm creating. Limitless. There's no limit to what it does. You ask it to do something, it will help you with it. It is a reality energy enhancer to focus on your reality. Not everyone else's, your own individual stuff. It's to help you on your individual journey. See, and they're blue, and then you got the white unicorn. And remember, the unicorn can have multiple perspectives for you as well. That's not for everyone. But this specifically is a multiple tool. It's got the glitter, it's got the violet colors in there. This one specifically is for heavy angelic unicorn protection. And unicorns actually bring in love itself. Unicorns are tied to the frequency of love and energies of the love that brings in, that works directly through your heart chakra. Unicorns are a being, and a plasmic being that actually comes in and helps energetically raise your heart chakra vibration. In some instances, even assist in reforming and rebuilding it. So, I just wanted to explain more, because some people are so closed-minded, they don't think past. You gotta woo, like woo, literally woo. Wow, your mind, open it all. Push out, push it out. Do this, push all that out. Push all the negative thought patterns out. Push all that negativity out. Transmute that stuff. Just push it away. Push things away that you don't want. Don't let them just sit there and see. That's another perspective. I have this perspective that you got dragons, not necessarily dragons, but you have some type of entity floating around like this, like a blobbyless being, just floating around. And if you don't physically move that out of your area and say, no, I want to get this done now. I'm busy. I have to maintain myself, and I have to maintain my environment properly, cleanliness and decent, and get things done. You have to push that away and say, no, I've had enough. You got to make boundaries with your energy so that you can get yourself done and work on yourself. Sometimes there's too many distractions. For me, my distraction on my phone is actually my work and what I do. Sometimes, not all the time. Sometimes stinkers like to play my dragon game too much. And then I gotta say, no, I have to do this. Wait. I have little helpers constantly, even when I'm cooking. There's an energetic presence constantly around me while I'm cooking. They're so intuitive and want to watch what I do. Or help. Oh, that's what I'm going to do. I told that person I would post recipes in My Patreon, and I didn't quite get to it this week because I've been so busy with the Atlas floating around and doing all their work and maintaining new vibes coming in on Discord with the group. And now I joined Telegram, so now I'm going to post a whole bunch of things coming in from Atlas right now into this group on Discord, and then I'm going to dump them, let them go, and not cutting them off. They're their own person. They can do their stuff themselves. I don't have to be present for them to understand the energies left in the pictures. Hopefully when I leave, the pictures stay there. I didn't think of that. But they should still have access to it. I'm just going to not be present in the chat anymore because I've moved on to another group that I'm helping. Which, if anyone in Sam Creighton? Anyone with Sam in Telegram, welcome if you're from that group. Hello, because I know I posted that I was going live in an hour. I didn't see anybody from there hop in, so I don't know. They didn't really say anything. But if they catch the live later, hello. Just want to make sure I say hi to the new people and promote my stuff. And I do plan on making cool coasters and a set of butterfly earrings yet. Working on the prototype for those. And most of my stuff is actually made to order. So I will have all these basic shapes with serious stuff ready to go. But I will whip it up and make it as I go when I connect to that person too. So you're not ordering just a random keychain or necklace, whatever you want to do with it. It's going to be solely made for you specifically. So it's like a personalized, energetic work. If that's another way to describe it. Maybe I just don't describe it good enough so people are like hesitant and don't understand, but it's just personalized. So you may not see a lot, but I can actually make something specifically after you connect to me, connect what you like as well. Like basic colors tells me things that you were working on, basic routine, basic something, and it will help, like lock that in place. And if you want some random crystals hanging out, ooh, I'll sell some of those too. I got a whole bunch of crystals I could let go of. I'm covered with crystals. If you ever want to see some of my crystals I got a lot of and share, if someone wants to purchase one, I can let a lot of those go for pretty cheap. I spent a lot of money on some of this stuff, and like I said, I want to just be able to support and help other people. I honestly wish I could give a lot of this for free away, but I can't because the postage I would go in the hole. Because just to send some of these, it's like $5 just to mail stuff. And I hate to say this, but it's going to spread. It's going to get worse. You just got to pay attention. And no, I'm not trying to manifest that. Actually, acknowledge that it's a problem. I would like to try to undo that and reverse the effects. Maybe be more aware of things around you and try to reverse that idea and let it go before just, like be mindful where your energy goes. Being too much in a situation and talking too much in something gets you stuck in that thought process too. You don't want to get stuck anywhere. I even have this keychain. It's got a little dragon. It's cute, and it says, "Be like a dragon, spread your wings, protect those you love with fiery passion. Be strong, slay your fears, always fly high, rise up and soar." Slay your fears. That's the main problem a lot of people have here, is they use that AI to purposely mess with your head when you fear stuff. That's what a lot of it is too, is that AI messing with your fears. Illusions, things that aren't really there. They put you in like this mind bubble, and you're constantly in the fearful situation if you let it get to you. That's the true form of schizophrenic. The true version of schizophrenic is when they stick you in this mind loop that constantly terrifies you. Hearing voices has nothing to do with it. If you're fine, maintain yourself at a healthy environment still. You know, they use a lot of that against you to make you seem like you're nuts and you're not. That's what I want to be here for, is two people with gifts that don't understand everything. Being able to open up in this channel and express them and talk about them. Oh, it works. I found my lighter. That's always a plus. It's a sugar skull. Multiple patterns and colors. And you know what I have? I have it to light my sage sticks with, which I don't have anymore either. Donations appreciated. I really could use another one, but I make do with what I got. I just use my crystals. But here we go. Ready? Woo! I burnt something and I caught something on fire. Ooh, that's cool. But you know what? I think that positive beings try to use AI, and I get pissed off when anyone uses AI just because it just makes it too confusing. And you don't need AI to unlock your gifts, man. Even though sometimes there's code in the AI pictures I find. You know, that's the one exception, because it's like energetic codes encased and used positively. But majority of it is all on your own. But there we go. We're burning cords. We're burning those connections. Set them on fire. Set the cords on fire. There we go. That's a cleansing. That's a firewall cleanse activation. Ooh, I haven't done that. Okay. Anybody new? Prepare yourselves. I don't... Let's see. Ready? Everybody ready? You guys ready? Clear? Alright. Hey, you may glitch your stuff out. Here we go. Alright, we're going to start with the... we're going to start with the bottom. The root chakras. We're just scrubbing them clean. Scrubbing them clean all around your chakras. Just visualize chakra clearing. Then we'll work our way up. Ooh, it's gonna make you dizzy. That's weird. There's so much energy it's glitching. Alright, because I'm literally not really moving it closer to the camera. I'm simply moving it in a circle. That's weird. Alright. Clearing all the way up, all around you. All around your aura, clear that. And we go up the chakra system. Clear your crown. Remove any blocks. And then what I like to do, it seems silly, but I like to go like this. Because it will clear out your entire chakra all the way up to as far as you got unlocked. It'll remove anything. Woo! We cleared something up there. And it also works down too. It clears out all the way up and all the way down. It's basically cleansing your entire beam of light. Because you have like you basically are like a pillar of light. And so you're basically clearing out your entire pillar so you can reactivate yourself. Cleanse it all out and heal a bunch of stuff. Because that's what I do every morning. Because this is what I do. For third eye, go like this too. Ooh, yeah, it cleans out a lot of blockage. Ooh, that's a big transmutation. Transmutation. I transmuted something for you, Lewis. There you go. My unicorn horn. Oh, I left myself. No, did I? I think I left myself a red mark. Oops. Pushed a little too far. But. Oh, and you could clear your face too, because sometimes there's entities that try to mask you or cover your face. Or mess with your face, so you go like this. Go all around your face. Just go like this. Oh, cleared something. There we go, cleared this. And this is your throat chakra. This is how you clear it. Because I can feel something trying to block my throat chakra while I'm talking too. So you can clear that. And then you can set this directly on your heart chakra to clear it out. And if you feel a flutter, your heart fluttering, that's because that sucker is hanging on really good. And I just leave it there even longer until I process it. There we go. For me, it's when I burp. And then, yeah, and the same thing, I'll hold it on my solar plexus. And just slowly work my way down. I got Adam kicking me in my butt behind me. Thanks. Hi, Loopy. Got Loopy and Adam behind me. What are you doing back there, kicking my booty? Turkey. And there you go. There's a self-cleansing practice with a selenite wand. You don't always have to have, what I say, sage or that Palo Santos, that little piece of wood. I really like the piece of wood though. But when I feel grumpy enough and want to clear my whole place out because everyone's being a turd, I just said, bye, sage, and that gets rid of everything. When you're tired of everything. Oh, see, and I see it this way. If it's anything not connected to you that don't belong to you anyway, it'll send it packing. If you accidentally remove anything that actually belongs to you, it'll come back. Like I'll have dragons that leave for a long time and come back. And that's part of calling your energy back too. So some type of assistance you have with a guide, maybe they're not around, but you call your energy back, they'll come back. It's kind of similar connection for some things. Just another way of understanding it. So when you're calling your energy back, you're literally calling back something that's working with you. I'm just trying to see if there's anything else new that came up. Nope, just... Oh! My plants! Anybody else feel cleared out pretty good? Hopefully. This one's a little struggle, but we got him worked out. Look at this one. Look how neat it looks. Look how the leaves changed. I don't know if you've caught a past... Look at how full it's gotten in the leaves. Manipulate the dragons, move the leaves. Sometimes it's so funny, and I kid you not, I should take a picture of it. You feel tired. I must have removed something messing with your energy. Or gave you an upgrade and you're fading out because it's having a struggle. See, gotta think both ways. It's not always necessarily something negative. Maybe you're going, because I tend to burn extra energy when I'm transmitting something and transforming a bunch of stuff. But here you go. Here's some grounding with a wonderful plant. And sometimes this one here will point the other way and look like it's waving at me. I'm like, how does that happen? That's weird. Of course, I gotta be mindful of the very edge. I think my fluffy cat likes to turn around and chew on them, because he's done that to a couple of them. Drive me nuts. But here's that tiny one. It started out so tiny and it's gotten bigger. Yeah, look, I'm trying to tilt it so you can see the difference. I mean, it started out like way down in the pot. It's gotten really big. Well, yeah, and I have a crystal in there too. That helps. See little crystals? I got this crystal in there with it. Helps support it. Helps it grow a little faster and maintain itself. Do you feel tired? Oh yeah, I just read that. Oops. I'm trying to backtrack. I do that when I do a bunch of stuff because I get distracted. Because they want me to show you a bunch of things. I don't know if I've ever showed this. I think I showed you my big one, but I don't know if I've shown you this blue. There you go. Kind of get it in there and close up. There we go. Oh, cool. I got it close up pretty good. That's cool. I feel like Tony the Tiger. Yeah, I have all sorts of cool trinkets and stuff. This one is a really cool dragon. Really blue. Let's see, anything else? Ooh, actually, maybe I'll do the dragon cards. Since I have dragons around me constantly, maybe they got some messages. I've pretty much channeled a whole bunch and told you messages already. I'm sure that were them anyway. They talk through me a lot. And that's what... So a lot of people don't realize either. Be mindful of your surroundings too, because of people talking through other people. I've been aware of that for quite a while now. I'll notice when... Don't you kick me in the butt, you rude cat. Rude dragon. I'm gonna read these cards and then I'll spank your bottom later to keep it up. Yeah, see that? he's covered himself. I threatened to spank his bottom. They all hide. They hide under my wings, so I can't get them. Well, see, even working with other beings, if you don't quite know their language, they at least know when you threaten them. But then they know it if they're misbehaving. They'll be like, oops. I don't take their crap sometimes. Sometimes they push too far and be like, nah, time out. No, really? You're going to push off on me, huh? I'm going to get you. I I got a dirt out of him. He's whopping me with his tail. You didn't think I was going to reach back there and get you, did you? Goofy cat. See, that's what people don't notice either. Cats and dragons work together. Nah, teamwork. When you notice your cat acting funny, like too much like a human or acting different, yeah, it's because something's speaking through your cat. And it's all reading the language too. It's reading their language, not human words either. I can telepathically pick on the way they talk to each other, through their emotions and through and how they look at you. She's gonna get you. Yeah, I'm gonna get him. And then I even said, yeah, oh yeah. As soon as I start noticing and seeing you more, watch out, I'll grab you. See, that's what most people don't understand either. I'm actually... Oh, you're trying to blame it on him? Oh, Junior wants to say something? Okay. Ooh. Earth and water dragon. Pink. The dark blue. You all want to say something? Oh, jeez, man. Okay, I'm going to keep it simple. I'm not going to read for days. I'm going to quit shuffling. Oh, the Swiffer Duster uses? Alright, I got the Earth and Water Dragon. Creates the foundation for new growth. Fresh start is coming. New opportunities. Nurture your ideas and harvest abundance. And somehow that got wet. Where in the world is there any water besides way over there? How did you do that? That's impressive. I don't know if you can see the... Look at that water drop right on the dragon. Trying to tell me you're thirsty? See, he's just reading subtle cues. Whether he was picking at me or not, maybe he's trying to tell me something. Well, there's a pink dragon here. From Andromeda. Prepare all your chakras to embody higher love. Accept to radiate higher love. Touch others with its flame. So, the next flame the flame I got going is pink. Ooh, we got pink. Sorry, boys, you're going to have to endure the pink color. Hey, that's technically embracing part of your feminine side. It's a good thing. Because it's a lot of pink refers to love. Dark blue galactic dragon. Ooh, the big blue one's here. Help you listen to the voice of the universe. Ignite the codes of your master blueprint. Access cosmic wisdom and enter higher service. Ooh. And then we have Junior. I just call him Junior. Fire Dragon. Burns up lower energies around you. You are safe and protected. Be determined and inspire. Clear your soul pathway. Oh, it's probably why I'm feeling very warm and toasty and extra hot and wondering where it came from. Because I have the AC on and it's cool in here, but I'm roaring hot. So, I'm being cleared out. And probably someone here too. And he's connected to Puck a lot. So he's probably clearing a lot of bad energies from Puck. And then, we have Lewis's dragon here. You still have your dragon around, Goofy. Oh yes, a silver lunar dragon bathes in your divine feminine light. They're unlocking your feminine side. Come into balance and precise peace, harmony to cooperations. Expand your casual chakra. Nice. Lois, you're leveling up too. And a lot of us will feel that differently too. It's not always going to be the same sensation. A lot of it might be very intense, strong, and powerful. You never know. They'll do whatever they feel you can handle, which is normally nothing that you can't handle. They know you can handle a lot. So don't be tapping out now. You know you can do it. Dragons are fierce, loyal, but fierce, and they make sure it's done. They will continue your upgrade until it's complete. They know how much you can handle, and if it proves to be just a bit much, they always assist and help you. So don't worry, you will make it. Because some of these next round of yes, I'm supposed to bring up the next round of upgrades are going to be extremely rough and probably painful. Because some might have their actual physical body transforming too. Because I've already had, when I went to the doctor, I had extra calcium deposits in my shoulder. I think I talked about that already, but it's totally healed now. I barely feel it. So all them deposits already absorbed and gone. And I think, and that was from something shooting me in the shoulder, in the etherical, but into my physical it came. But also I've been losing some bone mass in various other places too, because your body is shedding things it no longer needs for a higher evolution. So when you evolve at a faster rate, your physical will change too. Hi, Sammy. So the moon is a portal through which divine feminine light pours in. It bathes the planet and more especially connects our casual chakras. Recently, 7-dimensional silver dragons have been able to access this portal and stream into our dimensions, particularly when the moon is full. For 10,000 years, we have been influenced by masculine. However, the new golden age, the feminine qualities of peace, harmony, love, unity, and wisdom must harmonize with the masculine. So silver lunar dragons are very dynamic now, because they're actively bringing about balance, yin and yang energy in the planet. Shimmering dragons touch our casual chakra to enable it to expand. Unicorns are able to be illuminated chakras as a portal to enter Earth and assist our ascension. So see, the unicorns work hand in hand with the silver lunar dragon. Yeah, I've been having them fight around me too. My cat will go after one in my room. They must be doing too much. See, even dragons got to be kept in check. Because everyone thinks, ooh, dragons, they're pets. No, they're not pets at all, actually. Some are just more fond of humans than others, and some work with your chakra system, even though they don't really want to sometimes. They love assisting, don't get me wrong, but only if you've earned it. If you've proven time and time again that you're willing to work with them and you're working on yourself, they're assisting, whether you think so or not. Whoa, that's a tough one. Look out. Okay. Oh, there we go. Cramp in my left side. Holy cow. That's so much heavy energy clearing out. And hello. Don't forget to subscribe and like. Thank you. Whew. That was some heavy energy grumpiness. Or it came off as grumpy anyway, but must have been heavy energies released. Alright. Well, I got a really interesting... I'd like to share these the unicorns, even though some of the information is old. It's a very unique way of talking about things, so I want to share. Oh, I did a really serious thing about discernment with a book. I could fill you in a minute since you're new. But I'll go ahead and draw some unicorns floating around trying to bring in the higher vibrations of love right now. Working on keychains and... Oh, and I didn't even... I don't keep that available, and I should. But I got stained glass angelic wings that I work on, too. They look like stained glass. They're like a real thin layer of resin shape. I use a silicone mold of angel wings with a heart. Because it's essentially a high vibrational specific energies that it brings in, like a dream catcher. I'm going to have it so it hangs and hooks up in the window, so it's bringing all that light into the house. So what does the collective want to share? Oh yeah? Are you done? Oh, you don't want to say nothing? Okay. Loopy says he's done. So go ahead and check out the replay, because I was talking a lot about discernment and being there to help each other. We need to come together more as a whole instead of separated. It's not about me versus them anymore. It's about coming together and helping each other out. Figure out your discernment. Figure out... just figuring it out. And this is a wonderful chat, even if you don't quite agree on what I talk about. Or have concerns about it. Feel free to share your thoughts. I encouraged a connectivity, connection with each other, to share experiences. So, you never know, learn from each other. Sometimes sharing each other's experiences, as different as we may still share something that may help somebody else as well, or at least help someone be more open to a new perspective, a new aspect of it, something different you never thought of before. I just like to bring in new stuff, new information with the old and kind of merge it together. Oh, kind of like this. Perspective, not a seahorse. Imagine a tiny seahorse floating along bubbles and brine, coral and fish, dream and wish, an aquatic paradise. The beautiful ocean, the blue, the bright, the seaweed dancing in shafts of light. It is inspiring, it is whimsical, uplifting, and fun. But amid all this, look more closely, for a transformation has begun. Is this a tiny horn? The voice rings out amid the cold blue deep. If it's magic you seek, then look more closely. I'm not just a seahorse, but a seahorse unicorn. Feel yourself floating in the sea of vision. The seahorse unicorn. Ask the seahorse to show you new facets and perspectives in a situation in your life. Float along the waves and consider many angles. My perspective is positive and bright, always seeking beauty in times of darkness and light. Artwork can be interpreted in so many ways. Take yourself into the art gallery and admire many paintings, sculptures, and works of art. Look closely, then look again. See how your perspective shapes your reality, and be mindful. So, then we have this card right here. You're not a centaur, but a fighting spirit. Your path becomes rocky and intense. You need to prepare for an arduous battle ahead. You call upon everything that's inside you, all the strength you can muster, all your allies and spirit guides. But what's this? A beautiful centaur appears to assist you in your fight. Clad in armor, spear, and shield, who knows what protection this powerful ally could yield? But wait, there's more. Because in addition to this mighty force, the centaur is equipped with a sharp and powerful horn. When you're preparing to fight your good fight, it is true, the centaur unicorn will appear to you. Meditate on the mighty task before you. See yourself in victory. Visualize the centaur unicorn by your side. As you ride into battle and conquer, you are a warrior. Affirmation, I am a warrior soul. I change forth and conquer in beauty and strength. Take a kickboxing class or go axe throwing. Visit an archery range. Join up for taekwondo. It's time to get physical to nourish your warrior soul. I'll stick with walking to the library for now. That's my physical activity. Walking. I've been starting to walk more everywhere instead of taking my car. Get more physical exercise that way. More exercise helps the energy flow better too, and increases circulation. And one thing I'm learning is you can increase your circulation so much with beetroots and all sorts of natural things you take and all sorts of vitamins and keep up on everything, but you still need that physical exercise. Because it gets your heart pumping, it gets your blood flowing. A good walk, even just a couple blocks, is good. Alright, metamorphosis, not to butterfly. A lot of us now are going through a heavy transformation. Will a caterpillar always be a caterpillar? Milling through the weeds and leaves on her belly and tiny little legs, crawling and wishing and dreaming of scaling higher heights. Munch, 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 she eats. She spins, she waits, then she launches into a new day. And hatches into a new day as well. And a winged marvel of Mother Nature, playing and twirling in the wind, the metamorphosis is complete, and a new life begins. And all this, there is more than beauty, there is more than power of change. There is a butterfly unicorn, the miracle every day. Join the butterfly unicorn as you take flight through many changes and seasons, always laughing, always growing, always soaring to new heights. What does she say about your power of transformation? I am changing, I am growing, I am transforming, I take flight. Plant a butterfly garden. Or perhaps just place a single butterfly-friendly plant in your windowsill. Enjoy the thrill of watching the butterfly unicorn appear in your garden. The wings of change are upon you. This is so, you know what's hilarious, Lewis? I've had a moth fly in my house 3 times now. It just suddenly appears out of nowhere. And the last one was a huge one. At least I managed to catch that one and put it outside. The last one disappeared completely, and it's like, what the heck? They're ninjas. One of the dragons probably ate it. Because, I mean, it completely disappeared, like, not in this realm. Weird. I see weirdness all the time, but that was a new one. Oh, then we have this one. Not a peacock. Beautiful plumage, feathers of color and whimsy. They're beautiful birds, aren't they? But the peacock parading all its beauty, it's magical. Look closer and see the peacock unicorn. Beauty is everywhere in all things, not easy on the eyes, but a miracle of color, light, and vibration. Oh, this one's for Nightmare. But also miracle of color, light, and vibration. Enjoy the beauty all around you as the peacock unicorn draws near. The peacock unicorn appears and unfolds you in her colorful feathers and grace. She stands in the mirror to gaze upon your own face. What do you see? You are beautiful every single day. Take extra time to prepare for your day today or tomorrow. Comb your hair just right. Dress to impress. Adore yourself with beauty and allow the vibrations to make its way forth in the world. You are gorgeous. Well, that was mainly for the collective too, but I just recognized the peacock wings as an angelic connection to someone. We got last one, and then I'm going to call it good. Directions, not a horse. As you continue your journey down the wind of path, suddenly along the fork diverges and you're left stunned and unsure which way to go. When all seems lost and uncertain, a glimmer of hope appears. You follow the light and are tuned in to find a mighty steed. It is a horse, but not just any horse. Look closely. Allow the transformation to occur. Now this is no ordinary steed. It is a mighty unicorn steed, sent with strong legs and swift wings of flight to guide along your path. Imagine a fork in the road before you as you gaze down the path of possibility. Perhaps uncertain and daunting, take comfort. You are not alone. The unicorn steed stands right beside you and grants to you the gift of forward vision. Suddenly your path is clear. My path is clear and my goals are certain. My direction, my purpose is clear. Take a hike, literally go for a walk intentionally. Walk with purpose and feel each step. Go where you need to go. Allow your stroll to sharpen your heart and mind with purpose and directions. Ooh, purpose and direction. I think that's where a lot of us are going. That's when the consciousness of humanity shifts a lot too. Is when everyone starts following the proper path and the more positive path and connections that open up to new things. That's how you assist the shift. You assist the shift of humanity with every positive affirmation, with every positive change. Everything you do just contributes to it. So just be mindful not to give you a hard time or nothing, but just mindful you're helping more than just yourself. So next time you want to be a lazy bum, that's fine as long as you get off your butt again. Because we're helping the whole collective expand too. For as much as we're all individuals, we are still all connected as one as well. All right. You all have a good night. Thanks for listening. Don't forget, I got some cool keychains coming out. And they don't have to be like this either. I mean, these are actually supposed to be like an energetic thing. We got this one, the heart, and this is for multi-dimensional, multiple realm connections. So a higher connective purpose. Nice clasp. Again, this butterfly glows in the dark, and this is to represent your chakra system with all the butterflies of transformation. I kind of bent it's supposed to be straight, but I suppose if you want, because of a transformation, you can form it into a circle and connect it if you want, but that's just to represent the chakra structure. And this glows with UV light, the butterfly in there. It's got a water effect. Like it's in water. Kind of like a butterfly encased in plasma. No, so I'm trying to do completely, totally brand new things. So it's kind of hard to catch on, I guess. But they're supposed to be like connected to how you like everything. So I would ask questions like your favorite color and what colors resonate with you, as well as certain objects, and just make a needle keychain out of these resin molds I make, and just all around fun stuff. And I even have those circle ones that I was going to like attach to my necklaces. Like charms that you can like. I'll put hooks on them, and then you could just connect them to. You could add them to like a necklace, and so you have like a talisman. I'm gonna make it so it's transferable. You can have it on a necklace or the keychain or even on a bracelet. So you can add them to just about anything. And then I just have those priced individually if you want just those instead of a whole keychain. So you can have a little something just to represent my channel, merchandise. Alright, I better get going now. I'm starting to zone out because now everybody wants ice cream and I had to watch some shows. Alright, thanks for tuning in. Oh, I get my stuff from various places. I even reuse a lot of my necklaces that break. Glass beads and crystals I use. I have like strands of crystal beads that are just tied together. I use that too. I like these butterflies. They're just ceramic butterflies, but I put a lot of energy into them because they sort of represent each chakra. In a sense, like a butterfly magic, I guess. I activate the butterfly magic. Well, actually, it's mainly so you can activate your own butterfly magic. I just present it as there, so that it's like a meditation assistance type thing. Like activates when you use it. I know, I'm trying to not make it sound complicated. It's actually really easy, but I guess for it's easy because I make them. I just a collection of various charms and stuff that I make. I buy the resin, different places. I bought some resin even from that AliExpress, but I don't recommend buying much from there. They're kind of spooky and selling anything on time. I just do that for a cheap start, just to get some really nice things started from it. Some of my stuff is cheaper, but a lot of it is like really like I need to get different gauge of wire. It has to be I'm gonna have it a lot thicker, even though I did the twisty thing. Oh yeah, see, this is copper wire with a tensioner. The tension trick for energy flow. When you hold it with the drill, the 45-degree angle, and it spins. That's basically what I did to the keychain wire. So it conducts energy. It basically conducts energy with your own energy as well. Besides picking it up from anywhere like the sun. Like when the solar flares come in. So, I know resin is expensive. I only have like 2 bottles left of resin, and then I'm going to have to rely on selling what I got and put together what I can before I can even make more. So I'm hoping some of the starter ones I start, someone will like. Because in order for me to even buy more, I got to wait till I sell some. Which kind of sucks. It'd be nice if I had a constant flow of money to do it, but It is what it is. I make what I can as I go. That's why I posted in my channel, my Cash App, and my Patreon. You should be able to research and look up my Patreon even if the link doesn't directly click you there. You should be able to at least get the just idea of my name, my Patreon name, to look it up. I better put these keys away though. Those cats are turkeys. I'll have all my stuff spread all over the place. I gotta keep all my stuff safe and tucked away and on my table in a certain way so the cats leave it alone too. Rest assured, it's all cat hair free, I promise. And if I was gonna say, if any cat hair ends up there, hey, it's an extra bonus. You got extra kitty protection. Lyran protection token. Oh, I wouldn't put that in there unless someone didn't mind. But I do have little cat epoxies, or not epoxies, like little resin kitties that I put inside some of the resin molds as well. I made a resin mold with one that looks like Adam, like a little tuxedo kitty with wing, and I put wings on it. It's cute. So I can do a lot of things. I don't even know where that is now. I gotta find them, but I gotta make another one. So I just put like these wings in the background and the cat on top, and just layer the resin a certain way so it like dries together. It's pretty neat. Now you got me explaining it too much, Lewis. I gotta go. But yeah, I'll post pictures in my channel and wherever else I'm at, in Discord and the channel. I'll just keep adding pictures of what I got. Anyone interested, just email me and mention which one and I'll put a number on it. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, see some of the trinkets if you're a real authentic, genuine, bringing in energies with it. Helps a lot of people. Especially if it's stuck. It just helps release that stuck mode to get a little further on your own. So all of it, you're really still unlocking yourself, but it's like I just give you the incentive and like an extra boost. It's like keys. I give you the key, but it's up to you to activate it. Kind of like this. That's Monster Reborn. Yeah, little stuff like this. Avalon Grail grids. Get an Avalon connection. I bring in all sorts of connections with all my creative energy work. Oh yeah, remember that too. When ordering, you're getting not just angelic energies, you're getting dragons, you're getting the unicorn, you're getting the Lyran, you're getting Avalon, you're getting Sirius, Sirian, Andromedan, and what other else? I mean, I connect to all them portals at once and use that energy, so. That's a lot of work, man. It takes a lot to really do some of this stuff. Mainly it's more of a get organized, and everyone is more than happy to help and assist. I mean, so many beings just want to help and just help unlock so many people. So, in a sense, it's like putting all those energies together in a trinket. It just help you move along a little smoother. Something fun. I had one on my bag and it broke, so now I gotta redo it. But it's basically a nice thing for protection. So I'm assuming it broke because it did its job. But now I gotta repair it and put it back together. Oh, that's what I can say too. If anything ever happens to it, I would do a free repair or make one new one for free, something like that. Because I can't necessarily duplicate it all the time. That something changes, and so when I do it, the energies might be different in it, and so it might not be totally the same. But I could even just repair it and send it back. The first one for free. Little things like that. All right, I gotta really go. It's been 3 hours. Holy cow. Well, thanks for tuning in, everyone. I'll catch you later. I'll hop in other chats. Let's see. What time is it? Oh, it's midnight. There's a remote viewing class tomorrow, isn't there, Lewis? With Max. There's a remote viewing class that I go to. If you want, hey, if anyone ever, Lewis, if you ever want to promote anyone that we talk to, like Max, because it's got a similar connection too, and I just want to support other channels too. And hopefully I don't outdo mine. All right. Thank you. Bye, everyone.